Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the Chris Gethard Show podcast. It's really cool that you're checking this out.
We're about to do, I think, the dumbest show we've done in years.
His life would be trashed! And you better believe I'm trashed.
We are scrappy trash people.
What's the point of this show? I just turned it on.
We've always been with this show.
We've always been trash people. We will always be trash people.
It's true.
This doesn't feel real.
We're not actually starting soon. We're starting now. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Live from my grandmother's attic, we continue to be the trash people. I'm Emily Pineapple.
And I'm Forrest, keeper of the Canon. And as Blogtoven has noted, we're simulcasting today on both Radio Free Multiverse and We Are Trash People.
That's right. Hey there, Blogtoven and Lizzie Izzy and Dustfowl and Jess and Backseat Dreamer and Plant Pam and
Nate Online. Hello,
beautiful city.
Hello, beautiful city.
Hello.
This is actually the first show broadcast from this angle.
Well, we
started
the
on
other
this
one
angle.
from this angle, and then we showed off the other angle.
Yeah, we
which
showed
if we were
everything
to
else
turn
off.
around, everyone would see the rest of my grandmother's attic.
But it wasn't as beautifully lit last time.
No, but you could see the throne toilet.
Oh yeah, we did show off the throne toilet.
For anyone who does not know, the toilet in this attic, which was installed entirely, like built in and installed by my great-grandfather, who was not a good person, but built a number of houses. He set it at the edge of a ledge. There's like a ledge like this high, like a platform you walk into the bathroom. And the toilet is sitting right at the edge of it so that you can dangle your feet off of it while you poop.
Well, not so you can.
You must dangle your feet.
Few people are tall enough to not dangle your feet, including your great-grandfather.
Someone called it a reverse squatty potty.
Yes, that was, I think, in the chat last
Yeah,
time.
someone said that, and that was brilliant.
Liz Izzy says, you look great in that color.
Thank you.
Oh, Alice wants to challenge the toilet.
Purple suits us. Oh, you want to challenge the toilet?
I think to see if she's tall enough.
To see if you're tall enough. Well, you are formally invited.
Yeah, absolutely.
To our home.
Yeah.
For both that reason
Alice
and
will be right
others. Over. Oh, perfect.
Oh, thank you, Blogtoven.
Yeah, y'all are formally invited to our attic.
TV is connected to RFM and phone connected to Trash People to cover all your bases.
Oh my god.
So you might be wondering why we're simulcasting today.
Perhaps you have no idea why we could be simulcasting today. I actually didn't know we were going to simulcast. I thought we were just going to, announce.
Oh, well. I figured it would be good to do it a
we
couple
are still remaining around. We are trash people.
We are trash people's not going anywhere.
This Wednesday show is going to continue on Wednesdays.
Yes.
We're thinking still 5 o'clock on Wednesdays.
5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, as it currently is, usually.
And were that to change, it would only be moving perhaps an hour or two later.
Surely you won't miss anything.
No, you're not going to miss shit. You know, I had an ex who made that drive in 4.5 hours.
Oh, God.
Was he someone I should have been dating? No. Did he speed that entire way extremely dangerously? Yes.
But yeah, We Are Trash People is going to continue on.
Yes, we are going to continue. This show is going to continue, and it is going to continue to be hopefully, what we hope for it is to continue to be a community hub space that is both a reflection of and to the Planet Scum community Discord, as well as general alt comedy.
Yeah.
We want it to be a space where we do group art projects.
Mm-hmm.
We want it to be a space where we talk to people about the shit you're up to, the things that you're doing, where we celebrate the artists that we love, where we celebrate
Jingle Buns. That's an amazing name.
And where we celebrate the love of comedy and being a fan of things.
Yeah. Well, and as an example of that,
book report.
We have the trash report. We can talk about, I think, all the ideas we've been thinking about.
Oh, yeah. No, so I have some ideas, and I put them into a calendar.
Yeah.
And
I'll try to publish that calendar so you can see it.
But one of them I am pretty excited about is, thank you so much, beautiful city. Chris Gethard show looks good on me. Trash Report.
Yes.
Trash Report, where somehow, probably on the Discord, probably in its own thread, and or channel, depending on how it works out, where people can submit shows or specials or something that we have to watch, and then the next week we have to do a book report about that thing.
Right. So like
anyone can join on, and anyone else who watches it like during that week
we'll
or has
the
seen
link
it
and you can hop in.
Can come on and we can talk
so
about
for
it.
example,
that's just one of my ideas.
If you really wanted us to watch the Hanna-Barbera cartoon show Jellystone,
just to pull something
that would be a
random.
great opportunity to get us to watch
it.
Jellystone.
But yeah, this show, we want to just talk about our plans for the future.
Maybe I'll finally see Lost. Apparently, Flirt Face
All
Jingle
of
Buns.
Lost.
Also, I'm going to say your name every time I bring up
Flirt
one of
Face
your
Jingle
comments.
Buns?
Flirt Face Jingle Buns, because it's just so much fun to say. Exactly, Blogtoven.
They have the best one, aren't you? Squidward testicles.
Oh, is that Squidward tentacles?
I think you're Squidward testicles.
Oh, Squidward testicles.
Or something. I'm pretty sure that's Florp Face.
Oh, great.
But let us know.
That's also
Florp.
a great name. Yes,
Yes,
Frickward Testicles.
Frickward
Yes.
Testicles.
I also love your name there. You're so good at naming yourself on social media things.
But yeah, that's basically what we want to do.
Well, and as part of that, sort of in keeping of wanting to do group art projects together, we have a zine stream coming up Wednesday, June 1st, which is the week after the Final Planet Scum broadcast, where we'll make a zine together.
Yes, and what we are going to do is
and that's our new
probably
logo.
Today or tomorrow, we are going to, again, there will be a thread on the Discord in which people can pre-submit some art.
Yes. Yeah, so you don't have to
we'll
rush.
have information sort of about like the general theme, but honestly, I want this one to be like a super open, like, you know what I was thinking? Okay, so you know what I was thinking for this zine stream? Not to be all like, let's have a group processing session, but like I kind of want a group processing session. But I was thinking about having it be a manifesto. Oh, that's why we needed that GIF. Okay. Everyone who has seen, raise your hands. I need to see hands in the chat. Who has watched Boy Meets World? Hands? Do we see hands? Hands for Boy Meets World?
I've seen Boy Meets World.
Have we met? Have we met
Nate
these
Online
boys?
raising
We got
hands.
2 arms. We got hands barely.
Lizzie, Blogtoven,
hands.
Specific Andrew.
Who
VR
remembers
Guile.
the episode where all of the friends, this is when they're in college, they have a fight, and then it shows you the future of like 10 years later or like 20 years later at the reunion where they see each other again? No one has seen that episode where they like show you the future of like what would happen if all of the
there is a delay.
friends.
So I think they were still responding to the who has seen Boy Meets World question. Okay, no, Blogtoven doesn't remember that episode.
Okay.
Vaguely says
okay.
the Argyle.
I believe so.
Okay.
This is all just to explain something that I think is incredibly funny.
Yes, it's
and
very
is utterly meaningless.
It's
okay. So there's
at
this
most
character.
tangentially related to the zine.
So there's this character Eric, and Eric is like the goofball. He's of the characters, he's the weird guy. He's the weirdo character. And when he returns after 20 years of all of his friends being apart, he walks in as a hermit whose name is now Plays with Squirrels. And he walks up with this big old book and just goes, "It's me manifesto.
Eric.
Every hermit has a manifesto."
Okay,
and that has been my dream for my entire life, to have a manifesto. So that I can go, "It's me manifesto.
I have a
Everything I know is in me manifesto."
Yeah, I agree, Liz Izzy. College years
yes.
Eric was completely unhinged.
I think it was the best part of the show.
And apparently it was... So here's what he looked like. "Everything I know is in me manifesto." Apparently...
That's how American graffiti ends, too.
Apparently there was a scene they tried to film but couldn't complete, where he disguised himself as a couch, and everyone kept laughing too much. So they couldn't finish filming it, so they had to cut it because it was him disguised as a red leather couch.
But I wanted the zine's theme to be manifesto. The idea being that we are.
Of course they do.
That's bizarre to me. That is not how I would. That is
not
not
how
what I would
characterize
call
it. I would characterize.
that.
I would like have the pranks and bits, the bits section of Eric's Wikipedia page.
Yeah, like it's not all like.
Wait, you're right. That was Avery Monson's strange magic trick. Remember when on George Lucas Talk Show, Avery Monson, who wrote "All My Friends Are Dead,"
Oh yeah.
this got hid in the couch. He tried to hide in the couch.
Yes, you're right.
That's right.
You are absolutely. He did hide in the red leather couch.
They just didn't film that.
They
scene.
filmed it. They had to cut a little early.
Yeah.
You can see the other characters starting to laugh, but there were a couple of times that they had to take it out.
Yeah.
We watched a very long YouTube
Nightbot
video.
just leaked the other big news.
Oh yeah.
Which is Radio Free. We Are Trash People is joining Radio Free Multiverse. So the show in the future will be at twitch.tv/Radio Free Multiverse.
Cause why? Like why?
Because we're gonna bring you a multiverse of comedy.
Oh, I meant like why just keep this channel?
Oh, why have two separate
why
channels?
have two separate channels? Because welcome everyone.
Welcome everyone to We Are Trash People.
We are speaking about the future.
Yes.
We are speaking about the future of this show, about our manifesto, about channels. Right, Nightbot, spoilers. And this show, of course, is going to continue. It will continue on the Radio Free Multiverse Twitch stream, in part because while we want to be a show of and by the community, it's still me and Forrest. Like, me and Forrest are putting on this show, and we are inviting all of you, our friends, to join with us in the creation of this show and doing fun things together. And in that way, we are not an official mouthpiece for even the Planet Scum community Discord, which you're an admin of. So,
well, yeah, I mean,
you technically are.
That part gets more muddled, but
I don't know. I don't want to like call us Planet Scum or something, because like we're just like some dorks who met a bunch of other dorks and want to keep doing weird shit together.
Yeah.
But that's part of it. But also, we have a lot of plans.
Yeah.
For the future and the things we're doing.
And there's some fun surprises coming to the Discord as well that you should keep your eye out for. And the weekly brief will still be happening every Sunday with me and Eric.
This earth has fallen to Fluval's rule. Look, I'm not at liberty to release any other spoilers of that kind.
But we did watch Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah!
Oh, I love the endorsement. You too, Dustfowl.
So why don't we just go ahead and get into our plans for the future, the shows that we are going to be bringing all of you, the things that you can get involved in.
Yeah.
Another really great thing that the Discord, I know, is bringing is, I'm sort of thinking that we should have like had Eric to chat.
Yeah, we should have had Eric to chat about what the Discord's up to.
Yeah, why don't we have another interview with Eric and if they can't come. Yeah. But I was going to say that something that I have heard from you is that there will be on this Planet Scum Discord, because it's not connected to like a specific Twitch channel, there can be more promotion and support for community members, art projects, and shows. So things like We Are Trash People thread or channel within there in order to organize and bring together projects that we as a community are doing together on this show. In addition to like other shows could engage in that thread atmosphere, etc.
It's I mean, sort of as I was saying in the notifications thing, as it shifts away from supporting the Planet Scum Twitch, what we really want to lean into is supporting online comedy more generally, but also specifically the creativity of the members of the Discord, including all your K-Scum shows. K-Scum also not going anywhere. Yes. But also, like, we would like to get people to see like Tig's shows. You know, and Air Extravaganza and just sort of all the shows that people are doing on the Discord. And so we want to really lean into supporting that.
Alice's show. If
Alice's
any of you
shows.
are not yet listening to the best idea of all
Yes,
time, let me assure you, it will be the best idea of all time.
And-
oh no, I haven't watched the movie Carol, and
Neither-
Alice's podcast has awesome interviews every week as they watch the movie Carol over and over again. What am I to do? Well, worry not, friends, for I too have not seen the movie Carol, and yet I enjoy this podcast immensely.
Go to
every single week.
bestidea.gay to find Alice's podcast with Laser, who you might know from the Double Clicks.
And
they've
they
had
got
Paul F.
interviews with Paul F. Tompkins and Riley Silverman.
Yes, Riley Silverman, one of my
if you know her,
favorite comedians, who
Yeah.
also has a Star
In the
Wars book
nerd
coming out,
space. Yeah.
where she writes about Tatooine, and also Tim from The Worst Idea of All Time.
So, we made a bunch of plans. I wrote them all down in my notebook and then left that notebook downstairs.
So one of the ideas is that we want we want the second Wednesday of the month to
will be an interview show.
No, that's the third. The third Wednesday of the month was the interview show.
Oh, okay.
The third Wednesday of the month, we're going to interview either, a comedian or a community member who is a comedian, someone whose work we want to highlight,
Or who we
or
just
who
want
we
to
know
talk
and want to talk to
about
just-
a topic.
Yeah.
If you have a topic
Yeah.
that you want to share and talk about, let us know.
Like we
that would
previously-
be the perfect place for it.
very fair, Dustfell.
We want, obviously, we're going to keep up, which hasn't worked entirely yet, but perhaps might, plugs every episode.
Yeah,
if you
that's
want to
still the
come
plan.
in and plug anything, the link will be there for
Yeah, when we
you
get to
to
plugs.
do so. The other shows that we want
that's
to
fair,
do
Blacktober.
regularly are show and tells.
Yeah, which are sort of the show us your blank episodes.
So those will be shows in which we invite anyone on.
Yeah.
We're going to put out that link to show us something specific in their life. Is that show us your trash? Show us literally your garbage, the garbage that you generate from an art project, just your fucking trash.
Yeah, we're trash people after all.
Show us your pets.
Show us your pets.
We want to see them.
And unlike this, and I can promise you this, unlike when the Gethard show did show us your pets, we really want to see your pets.
Do they not want to see your pets?
Well, that became the episode where Paul Scheer and Jason Mantzoukas took it over and mutinied against Gethard.
That was really amazing.
But we really just want to see your pets.
Yeah, we want to see your pets. We want to see your fucking pets. We want to do special shows from the community. So, for example, like K-Scum Theater.
Yeah, we haven't talked to anyone about it yet, but just the idea of...
We've mentioned it, and they've been like, oh, that could be interesting.
Just the idea
but like,
that...
Do you do something on K-Scum or have an idea for a one-off episode that you think that would be interesting and of interest to this community? Let us know. Because essentially, we've worked it out where it's like, the second week is going to be a show and tell show.
Yeah.
The third week of the month is going to be an interview.
Yes.
And then we have
The first and
the last, which
Yeah.
are going to be like random.
yeah, they're
You know,
rotating. They'll just depend on the month.
Rotating stuff. Will it be a zine stream? We're going to do a zine stream every single month. I love that.
I love that idea.
I love
Yeah, we're
that
gonna try to do a
idea.
zine stream every single month so we can all work together on a project because that's always a lot of fun. They may not be 8 hours as they have been before, but maybe they will. We've said they wouldn't be before, and then they were. So I think we've just given up on being able to predict how long those go.
And we are going to be bringing you guest shows as well. Some people have expressed interest in like specific show types. Oh, and guess what we're going to do next week? This I'm really fun about. So this would be like a switch week. It's sort of like a show and tell week. But guess what we're doing next week? Everyone guess. Everyone guess.
I don't know if I remember what we're doing next week.
I don't think you know.
Oh, you just decided?
No. We talked about this at length.
Okay. I buy that I forgot.
Guess.
Oh, I'll try to shut down AutoMod.
Naked Twitter.
Naked,
You're right.
I think
It's
it was
Naked Twitter.
Naked Twister.
Yep, it is war.
Knife
You are
games?
correct. Knife games,
Did I
absolutely. There will
agree
be an
to knife
element of
games?
that. Yes, you did.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Show and smell, absolutely. Bingo. Funny you should mention bingo.
That is
to
funny
be
that you mentioned
perfectly
bingo,
honest,
actually.
because we did find
We found a bingo ball, so we can just do straight up bingo
like a
at
whole
some week.
machine at,
At our Creative Reuse Center.
No, what we are going to do is Trashified.
Oh,
That's
yes,
right.
that's right.
It's like Mortified, but it's trash people. What's Mortified, you say? / Trashified? That's where y'all
wait.
come on.
Or do
and
we want to do
we
Eric
come
next
on.
week? Because we could do Eric next week too. Would you rather do Trashified or? Because I think I asked Eric about next week. We'll figure this out. We don't need to figure this out on the air.
We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
so we'll
I
be
wanna
doing.
do Trashified.
So we'll do Trashified next week, and we can do Eric the week after.
And that means that y'all and we are going to come on and share journal entries, poetry, art, all those wonderful things that happen when you are a teenager. And yep, you were a teenager when you made that, for sure. So we're going to hear some of my poetry about vampires. I'm still looking for journal entries that aren't just like, I'm sad.
Oh, Liz Izzy had an IRL party like that, and it was incredible.
Hell yeah.
I would love to see anything you have.
Yes.
I don't have any journal entries.
But you do have some art.
It's true.
So you can critique your art.
I can critique. I'll share my old art because I have the first thing that I ever had printed. I still have.
So I'm really, really freaking excited for Trashified. We're gonna make a thread for anyone who wants to talk about it beforehand, or throw up your stuff, just sort of like a place. But yeah,
my live and dead journals were deleted for legal reasons.
Old fan fiction, that too, fanfics that you wrote. Or that you were just like weirdly connected to. I know that there are some things like that for me. Right? So next week is Trashified. The week after that is something specific that I don't remember because I wrote it down in a notebook that I left downstairs.
So that would either be
in the lower part of my grandmother's attic.
That'll either be what we that'll be the 15th.
Yes.
We didn't have anyone booked for that, but it might be Eric.
It might be
when Eric comes on, so we can talk about what the Discord will be doing in the future.
Yes.
It's an interview week for sure. We'll be interviewing someone. We don't have anyone currently booked for it, but we'll book someone.
That's really great idea to have Eric on to talk about the things that will happen. I'm hella excited for Trashified. Then the week of June 1st.
Well, that we announced.
Is going to be a zine stream.
It's the first post-Planet Scum zine scream here on We Are Trash People.
Zine scream.
Like a scream queen. Ooh. In October, we have to do a zine scream.
Yes! Oh my God. And the theme of the zine stream will be Me Manifesto.
Manifesto.
Anything, we'll have some like things to come up with, some prompts and stuff the day of to like generate some art and some ideas. But the theme of Me Manifesto can be there, and people can put in anything that they have created that they would want in a zine that is around that theme, and we'll be putting it all together live. What is that? Rest in Piss? Yes.
Is Rest in Piss your manifesto, Dustfell? I'm sorry. I feel like to do it true credit is hashtag Rest in Piss. Mm-hmm. Your manifesto.
Yes. Your manifesto. So it'll be Manifesto. That's going to be great. What else?
Cool. Yeah. Eric's confirmed booked for the 15th.
What else will we be doing, Forrest? Do we have other announcements to
we
make?
have some
other
exciting
than,
interviews we're working on but can't announce
exist.
Yet.
We have
some very exciting ones we're working on, but we can't announce them yet. I think the main thing is and then Trash Report is the 25th, on May 25th, the final day. of Planet Scum's release schedule, we're going to be doing one more Planet Scum trivia show.
Oh.
So you may want to...
And a post-show.
And we'll do a post-show after the final Planet Scum show to sort of hang out together, commemorate everything that Planet Scum happened.
I love that. Yeah, May the 25th be with you.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Indeed. That's funny. They're coming up with when Eric can come on live on the show producing. But yeah, we wanted to announce those things. We wanted to open it up to questions. Any questions you have for us that we can answer to the best of our abilities?
Yeah, and then
within the range of knowledge that we have.
Also, at the end of June 29th is the first trash report.
Yes.
Where we'll watch something you all suggest, and of course, I mean, we should also just mention we'll be at GLTS in LA. Yes. So you'll be able to see us there.
Yes. Why is Jadakiss?
Why is Jadakiss
as hard as it gets?
As hard as it gets?
I don't know what Jadakiss is.
You don't? Okay.
Do you know what Jadakiss is?
Jadakiss is a rapper.
Oh.
Who's from Yonkers. Emily, what is your lipstick? Drop your info.
This is Sephora Matte Cream Stain.
I should say, I am familiar with Jadakiss. I don't know enough to get the joke. I apologize, DP Snacks.
I highly recommend Sephora's matte lipstick stains. Cream stains.
Has anyone checked if the attic has a pudding? Can't be too careful.
You can't be too careful with those things. We do have a Harry Potter closet.
We do.
We have a little closet for disappointing children and authors.
I didn't see any entrances into the pudding there.
No.
But
there are a lot of random doors in this house.
Yeah.
Can someone be half shark, alligator, and half man? Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
You gotta transcend that binary.
Because there's a shark alligator, and then there's a human.
Right.
So you get half shark alligator.
Half shark alligator, half man.
Easy as it gets.
Yes, and authors. Absolutely.
For the disappointing children and authors.
Man, bear, pig.
Man, bear, pig. The thing we actually should be concerned about because it represents an existential threat to all of us.
Absolutely. What should Nate Online get for dinner?
Ooh, have you considered pizza?
Pizza's always a good option. It works regardless of if you're vegetarian or eat meat, which is a big perk.
Everyone deserves some self-care today.
Oh, yeah. Including watching the George Lucas Talk Show Describe-a-thon today at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific at planetscum.live.
I kind of want to, I'll share a minute of...
also, I just want to add one more thing before you share.
Please.
George on Twitter did confirm that GLTS will continue.
Oh, yes. Very, very,
they haven't
very
said
important.
where, but they've confirmed it will continue. On Instagram, Mary said the painting party will end with Planet Scum, and Googie Morning is also sunsetting with Planet Scum. But so far, we know that George Lucas, Watto, and Pat the Rat will continue.
And you will absolutely hear about anything that
they've said they're going to talk more
Scum
about
hosts
that.
are going to do. If they do something, if they come back, Forrest, not I want to know these things, but I will not promise labor.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure to share it on the Discord in notifications and then also talk about it here.
Hell yeah! Pizza's very important. Yeah, I don't know. Planet Scum's over.
Googie Morning.
Googie Morning. I love that.
Oh, wait a sec. I have to text Riley.
That is
what I have to text that to Riley Dustfell.
Yeah. Planet Scum's ending. A lot of shows are taking an opportunity to take a step back and decide what they want to do moving forward. And that really sucks. And it's really sad. We all kind of entered the pandemic, and then for a lot of us, definitely this household, Planet Scum became the thing, like the scaffold, the
Yeah,
routine.
it's the thing that sort of brought light to the darkness of the pandemic for us.
And was sort of the theme. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you do? Or like, what are you doing? And it's
Yeah.
like, well, we're like
Well, I
watching
work for
these
the
things.
online streaming comedy network founded by Chris Gethard, who you might know from his HBO special Career Suicide and his True TV show, The Chris Gethard Show.
And yeah, so it sucks and it's sad.
It's real sad.
Uh,
And as Mary tweeted today, before yesterday's show, Patrick was just like, I'm going to tell everyone. And Forrest was like, oh, no, don't do that. We're saying it tomorrow. No, please.
no idea what I would have done without Planet Scum. Yo, me too, Blogtoven.
Me too, Blogtoven.
Me too.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Argyle. Sometimes the sparks that happen after taking a break, whatever that looks like, are super fulfilling.
Exactly.
I mean, it's also like especially true within the like Gethard lineage, because like we wouldn't have the special if TCGS hadn't gone to cable. We wouldn't have CGP if the special hadn't ended, and we wouldn't have Planet Scum if, for Panini related reasons, CGP hadn't gone on hiatus. I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Also, the final episode is the day Star Wars came out in 1977, so I'll always know exactly how many years have passed since it ended.
What's great about that, Blogtoven, is that New Jerseyans the world is absolutely booming.
Oh yeah, New Jersey is the world. You can see, well, you can hear him there, and I think maybe see him if you have a Patreon, if you're a patron. But
I
he's around.
absolutely encourage people to follow him there.
Absolutely,
it's really great content. He really seems to be
he's
thriving.
doing great. He's very happy,
And that's really good. And
he
I like
has a beard
that.
now. He can't be tamed. Very grateful for what we got, but looking forward to what comes next. That's sort of where I am as well, specific Andrew. I'm excited to see what everyone makes up next.
Yeah, endings can be devastating.
Yeah.
We're a little blasé, a little glib about this. That's because we've had some time to mourn.
Yeah. I've known for a little bit.
And because
I'm on the
you
team.
were producing and not at liberty, of course.
Yeah, I was not at liberty to say anything, but
But I think that I just want people to know that it's okay to be really sad and it's okay to mourn this silly, stupid thing that we've been watching, that we've been participating in, and us seeming glib about it doesn't mean that we're not sad or that you shouldn't be sad.
No,
I shouldn't have any feelings that you do have.
Yeah, I'm definitely sad about it. Even, having had a little bit of time to sort of process it, I'm still definitely sad about it, and will miss doing all the shows every week, because as you were saying, that sort of has been my routine. It's been Tuesdays Mary, Thursdays Kenise, Saturday Googie. Like, that's sort of been the structure.
And the other shows
for
are like,
2 years.
Okay, like on Monday we do this. On this
Yeah, and that's like on Mondays. It's I'm backstage for that show for Excellent Week, and like before that, Who Wants 269? Like it's been sort of the like superstructure of my life for the past 2 years. So it is very sad that it's coming to an end, but it's been very fulfilling and it's inspiring. And also just thank you to everyone who reached out today, because it's been really meaningful hearing what a difference Planet Scum made in your lives. And yes, it is without weird. Hey, same here, Jess.
We'll let you know when it's Wednesday and when it's Friday, for sure.
Yeah, that I'm on that same boat.
I have no idea what any other days are.
No, I know it's Monday because Tig streams.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's Wednesday because we do this show. So like Friday will. So basically, Tuesday, Thursday are sort of the mystery days, the surprise days. It's like, oh wait, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
I guess, yeah. But don't worry, there'll still be plenty of stuff going on the Discord. Like I was saying, we have some big plans for cool community projects that we can all do together, and to make it still a big space for collaboration, and to paraphrase Planet Scum's description, to get together to cause a little online chaos.
Exactly.
But
it sort of feels like we're being like kicked out of Papa Geth's attic.
It does. It feels like.
But there's not any Like, that's probably good.
Yeah. Yeah.
As someone literally living in her grandmother's attic, I don't know. I feel like Papa Geth is like, all right, kiddos, like, you gotta move out and find your own thing now. Like, I'm Papa Geth, and I'm like, okay, Geth, you have an actual human baby.
Much like Corey
You
Matthews.
need to raise.
Much like Corey Matthews' parents. We're being kicked out. Oh.
They didn't kick them out.
No, they
Corey
moved out because
Matthews
Corey
kicked
married
out
Topanga.
at 19, literally right after high school,
But
before
his mind
going
is
into
older.
college, which I think is a little more reasonable, especially given that they still
Pay for his...
yeah, they seem to be paying
Yeah.
for their education and for dorms.
But this
So it's
isn't-
like,
This isn't when we meet world. Our
this
Boy
isn't
Meets
When
World
We Meet
recap
World.
podcast.
Why? Because we're still in my grandmother's attic.
Oh yeah. Also, Dust Foul pointing out Gethard is not his real dad. And yeah, you can attend a zine stream on time. I think it's going to be our normal 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific
I'm super duper
on
excited
Wednesday,
for those.
June 1st.
Yeah. And just because these shows aren't happening anymore doesn't mean that other weird internet stuff isn't happening that we have been attending, that we have been interested in, that we have joined the discords of, and just sort of found a real little comfy place. I'd like to plug Ian Abramson over at Inflatable Treehouse,
Which is at twitch.tv/Ian Abramson.
He streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday
At 6 p.m. Pacific.
and is like a really legit comedian. Like, this dude's like really legit. Like, he's like a real performer, and the fact that he like talks to us about anything is ridiculous
It's
to me.
wild.
But yeah, that has been great, and the fan atmosphere there, much like with Tig's shows,
The
on
IMDb
the
game
board castle,
there is very fun. And
has, it feels just like our home, our own little
and that's Tig Streams
Planet Scum
has some monthly shows on other days, but their weekly show is Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Who's Tig?
Who's Tig? Oh, Tig Naruto is the internet alias of
One Clancy Kramer.
Clancy
Why
Kramer,
can't I speak right
aka
now?
Clancy 2032, because Clancy will be president someday. And there's the Discord link to join the Board Castle, the Board Castle Discord, aka the Jeremy Renner app 2.0.
You're gonna want to open up Discord and see
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner's face staring at you.
Yeah, I mean Fishbones. I mean
Fishbones!
Clancy Fishbones 2032.
That's
Hello?
right. Merch. Do you want merch? Buy your merch while
Yes.
it's still there. We don't know when it's shutting
There's
down.
not. That is another update.
It will.
The merch store is going down, but you should have at the very least until the 25th to get your merch. We don't have. Yes, it's the Jeremy Renner app 2.0. We don't have a hard date on when the store will close. Sometime after that. I don't have direct control over that, so I don't entirely know. But just get your merch while you can, because it's going to be closing down.
But you know who else you can give your money to?
Me?
That's right. It's Fishbones. Board Castle has a Patreon. A Miss Dottie. What's Dottie's new name?
Oh,
She
what's
changed
Dot's
it
new
on the
name on the
Discord.
Discord?
She wrote a zine. Please purchase her zine. It's awesome as fuck. I'm really excited to get mine. Please support Susie.
Yes, support
Love
Susie.
a Susie. Tip your Susie. Susie June on Venmo.
I like that we had Pig Launcher
Launcher.
Jones. That's right. Thank you, Specific Andrew. It's Pig Launcher Jones.
Yes.
I love my Super Weird Bowl 2 tee.
Yes.
And yes, there's patreon.com/theboardcastle, much like there's also patreon.com/Radio Free Multiverse,
Which sends you things in the mail.
where you can support us and we'll send you things in the mail if you do.
And yeah, we're gonna. There's a lot of projects I want to do. There's a lot of group projects I want to do. I want to do
Oh,
the zine streams.
yes. You wanted to do
mail art.
Yeah.
Mail art.
And mail art using our P.O. box.
What we would do is essentially like you send in a piece of art that you make, and then you get back a piece of art from everyone who is like on the thing. Everyone sends it to like one location, and then like I'll randomize them and send them out. Those are amazing.
I do love the Heliopolis GLTS stickers.
Those stickers are incredible. Oh, merch month.
Oh, yeah. Something we want to do eventually is called Merch Month.
Merch Month!
Probably in July, where your money can declare independence from your wallet.
Merch month!
Because Radio Free Multiverse will be launching a merch store.
Merch month!
And
The
you
idea
explain
is
Merch
that
Month, because this was your idea.
Is that people submit ideas for merch, and then we all vote on what merch we want, and then we design the merch live. It's
Sort of
Merch
like
Month!
Similar to how Riley did his Bat Tee
Yeah!
on the show. Because that was really fun, and I think it's a cool way to kick that off. Also, Alice may be opening a merch store soon, too. I loved the the URLs you were asking about were very good. And yeah, we want to support you making art and give opportunities for us all to hang out together and make art, because while Planet Scum, the Twitch channel, is ending, the group of scrappy trash people who are here in this chat and on the Discord, we can still cause some online chaos and hang out.
Play some Smule.
Yeah. Smule's going to keep going. The Smule's in session.
Deep Space 60
wine. Hi, Horde.
Hi, Horde.
Horde was also a great guest on an earlier We Are Trash People, which is an example of how we were down to talk about stuff that's not necessarily like...
It's so interesting.
Because we talked about like
fan
internet
behavior.
communities and
Yes.
fan behavior with Horde, and it's an amazing episode.
Specifically on WoW.
Oh, hello, Planet Scum Live. Yes.
And how people break rules and unbreak rules. Typing on a TV is a total bitch.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a really nice viewing experience. I find watching Twitch on the TV, because it has the chat really big right next to it. But it is hard to participate in said chat.
Yeah.
Planet Scuff gave me friends and taught me how to produce online shows.
That's right. And Horde Jedi just
that.
successfully defended the thesis that Horde talked about on our episode with her.
Wait, successfully? You know that it was... Wait. Are we talking to Dr. Horde Jedi? Or is this a... Dr. Horde Jedi? Horde, are you a doctor?
Are you a doctor?
Horde, are you a doctor?
Professor Dr. Horde Jedi.
Oh my god! I really hope you're a doctor. I really hope you're a doctor.
And if you want to go
you're
back,
a master, that's okay.
it's Master Horde Jedi.
I like Master too. Master Horde Jedi works even better.
Do you also get a seat on the council?
Oh, yes. Do you?
Clancy would watch it on a TV and a computer and their phone. Thank you.
Yes. Watch
Yes,
on
Master
as many
Jedi.
devices as possible.
They master now. Jedi Master.
Master
You didn't
now.
derail anything, but I want to suggest people
No,
check out that
yes.
episode, which is on We Are Trash People's YouTube channel.
Because the communication, the sort of like the way of interacting between an audience and like performer, facilitator, or whatever, I think that it's a really interesting relationship. One does not exist without the other. And they benefit from each other. They are molded by each other. That's why you see freaky comedians. Everyone realizes that they're assholes, and then suddenly their fan base is only assholes, and they're like, you know what? I should be a Nazi.
Thank you, Horde Jedi.
Oh my gosh. Horde, you are incredible.
You do an incredible kindness
Yes.
all the time.
All the time, with your energy, with your hilariousness, being unhinged and participating.
Thank you, Horde.
I think that... So this is like the thing I've been thinking about. I've been chewing on with like who we are and what we do and how we got here. And how in almost everything that he has made that at least I have seen and consumed, Chris Gethard, like, creates an implicit invitation.
I would agree.
To be part of that audience and to interact and to have ways for that as that audience to then interact and then or create, you know? When we started, when we were just like, fuck, we are in a creative rut and we're going to die and we're not doing anything creative whatsoever. Let's just make a fucking podcast. And we're like, what the fuck would we make it about? And then it's like, I don't know, the fucking Chris Gethard show, because we know he's not going to give a fuck.
Yeah, we know he won't crack down on us for celebrating his work.
Yeah. And I think that that's something so special about the stuff that he makes in the communities that form around his shows and why so many awesome things happen after those shows end because he gathers people together and gives them the implicit permission to create. And then we start creating. And then by the time he's like, all right, you guys have to get the fuck out of my basement. Like, you have, like, I cannot, like, I have a literal biological son now. He's a toddler. You need to get the fuck out of my basement. And we're like, you know what? I think we're good. I think we can. Thank you, Papa Geth.
Yes.
Not that he's like killing it because of his biology. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know nothing. All I know is that if he is our father, we then, you know, he has an actual child now. So I would
let me be clear. Don't read into Emily's metaphor.
I don't know shit.
Emily's metaphor does not.
I have
no.
But.
Yeah, we're live early because GLTS is coming soon. GLTS will be live in about a half hour.
So why don't we go ahead and read the community calendar?
Yes.
These are all of the K-Scum shows that will be happening coming up.
Which you can see, of course, at planetscum.live/radio.
Yes, and we are all moving.
We're moving this show to twitch.tv/radio free multiverse so that it's all under one banner and there's only one place you have to go to see all the stuff we're doing.
And we are going to be continuing the show.
Yeah, but we are Trash People's
projects.
Not ending.
We are going to keep doing interviews. We are going to keep showing off things that people in the community have made, and we're going to keep I don't know. I maintain my desire to see the things you are all making.
Also, like,
and so I will request this
I'll be embedding the RFM channel into wearetrashpeople.com, so you can also just keep going to We Are Trash People to find it. If anything, We Are Trash People is becoming more powerful. That's right, and part of that power is the zine stream that we're doing on June 1st at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, which is our first one after the end of Planet Scum.
The theme is Me Manifesto. And there will be a thread in the Discord where you can pre-submit anything that you would like in that zine.
But you know what else has plugs?
Manifesto.
You know what else has plugs in it?
What?
You know what else has threads in it?
What?
The plugs thread does.
It has threads!
Which is where you can learn about some of the shows happening on K-Scum, including the next show. But also, you know, if you're in the chat and you have a K-Scum show, feel free to hop on with us and talk about your show. But the next one on the K-Scum calendar is Friday, May 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, where it's Thought Forms with TV's Nick Minnick, the panel music discussion show, which is the end of every month on K-Scum Radio. It is always a good time, so be sure to check that out. Friday, May 6th. Oh, Com Radio.
Yep.
And on Saturday, May 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, it's Smules in Session with Eric and Steph Germ. the Case Come Show, where you get to hear all your Discord buds sing some karaoke that they sang using the only karaoke app named after a character from Isaac Asimov's Foundation trilogy, Smule. And this week's loose light theme, is maps. So be sure to check that out in Casecom on Saturday, May 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then on Sunday, May 8th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, it's the PlanetsCom Weekly Brief with Eric German, your admin team, where we'll talk about changes coming to the Discord and a whole lot more. And we have an open forum where you can ask us any questions you have, and we'll answer them if we know the answers to them. Please don't ask math. I don't know the answer to most math questions. But that's the Weekly Brief.
I thought you were going to make a joke about Math Blank.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Our friend Math
That would have been
Blank.
a funny one-up on that.
Don't
a
ask
plus
me
up.
math.
Blank. That would have been a funny
Blank.
plus up on that joke. But I didn't. But that's going to be a lot of fun. And then after that, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, it's Deep Space 69, a Planet Scum Star Trek book club with Eric and Steph Germ. Or with Eric Germ, it says on the calendar, but Steph's also a huge part of it, where you can talk about episodes of Star Trek.
Of Planet Star Trek.
Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space
Which is
Come.
also the origin of the Discord's newest emote, Quark.
Yes. Links
yeah.
will absolutely be dropped.
Will absolutely be... Which link do you mean? Oh, the link to the StreamYard? Yeah, we'll drop the link to the StreamYard also every week going forward, because it's going to be a different one each time. Yeah, and it's Deep Space Fine.
Ow, ow.
And then listed as being on Monday, May 9th is Even an Android Can Cry with Susie and TV's Nick Minnick. But just so you know, that is really more of a floating show right now because their schedule has had to vary a little bit. It'll probably be on Wednesday if it does happen, but in the plugs thread, check the thread for Even an Android Can Cry for more information about that. What?
Are we going to see Sad O'Brien turning?
Oh, I keep seeing Sad O'Brien episodes turning into real life news. Yeah. So it's because it's a downer, but they made it so prisoners can feel like they've spent 1,000 years in a cell when they've really only spent an hour, is like what they're working on.
In Star Trek?
That's the Star Trek episode.
In real
But
life?
they're also really working on it. That was the Sad O'Brien episode that turned into real life news recently.
That was a Black Mirror episode.
But it was a Deep Space Nine episode before that.
That's like
It's a classic, but like...
Oh my.
Yeah, it's a classic side of, I think your society is a little fucked up. But...
Why would that do anything? How would that be meaningful?
Yeah, it was the basis of an Outer Limits episode as well, and John Hamm, TCGS alumni, was also on the Black Mirror one. And then I believe what Premel is wanting to plug is a show that won't happen again until May 23rd. No, May 27th. So I'll here's the link. Stephen Premel, hop in if you want to talk about it. It's the next Casecom Theater, which I think we should highlight just because it's a nice opportunity to highlight some of the really cool stuff happening every month on the Discord. And so let's let Premel hop on in to talk about the next one, where Casecom Theater once again presents Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. And here's Stephen Premel. Hello. Oh.
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 Hello!
How are you?
Welcome,
I'm doing well.
Premel.
How are the two of you? Today's been an interesting day.
Today's a heck of a day. I'm glad to get to do one last GLTS on Planet Scum. But
Yep.
Emily fixed our bathroom sink today.
I heard about that. Did you find the water main?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I found the water main. I replaced all of the parts of the sink
Oh my lord.
except for the bowl. and the pedestal.
Yeah, pretty much all the pipes. You did replace every single
I
pipe
did not
in
replace
it, right?
the faucet. I replaced
right.
part of the faucet mechanism, but I did not change the faucet itself.
Yeah. Gotcha. By the board castle.
The board castle.
Oh, by board castle. So yeah, I'm here to plug Case Gum Theater. I'm trying this month, and will hopefully every month going forward. I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive about it. I usually only really start posting in the Discord about a week before, but I figure if I try and hit it up a couple of times during the month, maybe we might drum up either more listeners or more participation. Honestly, it doesn't matter because it's just whoever comes, we're going to have a great time. But 2 days ago...
It's been amazing every single time I've gone.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Fun, funny. Like, the time goes by so fast. Like, you think that it would, like... You're like, a table read? Like, I can't even see the people. I don't even know what a table read is.
Bye,
like,
Dustfowl. Have a good day.
Bye, Dustfowl. Have a good day. Ooh. Like, I don't even... Like, no. Like, it's so much fun.
It's so fun.
It's so much fun.
I think so, too. And I'm continually impressed by everyone who shows up to read. Just... Forrest
even the
Ellie,
smallest parts are so much fun.
But even the smallest parts.
Even if it's just a line.
It's so much fun. And we have one of the most fun episodes coming up this month. It is the second episode of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Yes.
I literally finished transcribing the screenplay like 2 days ago.
Oh my God.
So
that's what's so amazing about these ones.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, Premel is literally writing the things down in the description, so it's actually, like, really, really fun to read these Dark Place ones. We watched that episode after we did the first one.
Right.
After the table read of the first episode, and you did a fucking amazing job. It's one of the funniest shows in the world, but honestly, I think that all of us reading it together... even more funny.
Yeah. Oh, and Liz Izzy, it's the second episode of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Yes. And you don't need to know anything.
No.
It's one of those kinds of
I'm
shows.
still trying to work out, because what I would like to do is eventually integrate like a thank you, Horde Jedi. I would like to integrate like a follow-up, like maybe the week after we follow up with like a watch-along or something like that. And so I'm still trying, because I've got a great giant Plex server, and you can do watch-alongs, right, where you actually just like literally, it's like on my end, all I have to do is invite a list of emails to it, and they can join. And then, and it involves some signups, and then the only thing I'm trying to work out is how to also do a voice chat.
Or Jedi. Voice chat is very interesting.
I mean, it could be a fun Case Gum show.
Yeah, that could absolutely be.
And that's what I would hope it would be. Is And so I'm experimenting a little bit with right, because the trick is how do you get to watch it
in Roblox?
That's right. That's right. It would happen in Roblox.
Right? But how do you get to watch it, but also have a voice chat when like not everyone's gonna be like on a headset? You know what I mean? Like
Alice is saying she can help you with this.
Ooh, I will.
'Cause she's worked through it and has done some watch nights on her Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alice, I'm gonna be reaching out to you. Because I'm sitting here at the beginning of the wheel, and you're already, in a Ferrari.
Alice is an adult. She's such an adult that she is running the driver's tests now.
So you're saying driving instructors are the most adults?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they have
Secret
to
Cinema is coming back soon.
Not the instructors, the testers.
Oh, the testers, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, the people who are like, I really cannot give you a license to drive.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, believe me, my life would be easier if I could just give you a license to drive.
Yes.
But for the safety of everyone.
When I got my permit, I thought 25 miles an hour was the fastest any human ever needed to go. Because I was terrified of how fast it felt.
Fair I know.
Me too.
And then the next year, I got my first ticket for doing 100 and a 55.
Wow, you were a quick learner.
Yeah, it was not a good situation.
No. Ooh, Secret Cinema is coming
Yeah, it's
back
coming back soon, too.
And that is absolutely something that will be advertised on the Discord, correct? It'll at least be advertised.
It'll definitely be in
here.
plugs at the very least, yeah.
At the very least.
But yeah, we want to really highlight what people are doing, including K-Scum Theater.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and hop off because
Sounds
we
good.
have more things to say. But thank you so much for the time to plug it. I hope everyone who can make it does. It's just fun. It's
and the
just
sign-up
fun
link-
and silly.
The
And
sign-up link is in the plugs
will be
thread.
available probably later tonight. I have
Okay.
to, now that I'm done transcribing, I got to go through and actually mark down which roles are like in the sign-up sheet.
Yeah,
but
that makes
that'll
sense.
be done probably in a couple hours.
Cool.
Sweet.
And I'll put it in plugs on the Discord. But
I'm excited to sign up.
again.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
coming
you,
on to talk
Premal,
about it,
and
and thank you for
so
putting
much
it together.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's such a
Bye.
fun event. Bye. And actually, I think we have to go. I have to go because
Oh,
it's already
yeah.
4 and Lucas starts
Yeah,
at 4:30. So I gotta
because
run to hop
you
in
need
there.
to help out with that. What if I give everyone a tarot reading? You need to use this computer, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm so
Well, I
sorry,
don't need
everyone.
to. No, I don't need
can't
to.
Give you all
I
a
can hop
tarot
in on the
reading.
laptop downstairs. So let's keep this running. I'll go hop in downstairs on the laptop, and then you know how to end the broadcast.
I'll finish us up
So,
with a tarot reading.
Enjoy the
and then
tarot reading, everybody.
We will head out to Lucas.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Also, if anyone else has a plug they would like to jump in and plug, I also have the ability to add you to the stream. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Emily's taking the fucking wheel now. You're in Pineapple Land, babies. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, what?
If we get banned from Twitch, it's been great knowing all of you.
Yeah, we'll probably not get us banned. Let's watch Vamps! What did we want to do with Vamps?
You wanted to do a whole thing about it.
I wanted to do a whole thing with it. I had another Vamps idea in the car. Alice is just the queen of like suggesting things to me and telling me in depth about things that I don't see but really want to, and that then just stick in my mind and make me want to do them. Oh, Forrest changed the screen. Hello, everyone. Hell yes, Pineapple. It would be a fun goof. It will not be happening. Hell yeah. Yeah? Vamps was apparently a big deal. I want to like learn all about Amy Heckerling. Like I want to learn the whole thing. I want to know everything. All right, friends. We're going to do a little tarot reading for the collective on this day, and we are using this deck right here, which is a combination of, that's right, cat tarot cards and the beautiful Planet Scum tarot deck designed by our very own Stephen Premal. And if you check out Stephen Premal's Instagram, you just might see yourself as a tarot card if that's something you talked about, but you'll be able to see your other friends as tarot beings, and that's wonderful. So let's do a little tarot reading for the collective. I feel like I need one. Our first card. This card is our theme of the week. This is like, we all know what the theme of the week is. Watch me pull it up. I know it's a Planet Scum card, but wouldn't it be funny if it was one of the George Lucas ones? Are we ready? Are we ready? This is our theme of the week. Oh, the artist. Look at her. Look at Mary there upon her art throne, surrounded by the pillars of herself, of her own name. We have these lovely pillars, M and H for Mary Houlihan. She has her sweet little puppo on her lap. What I love about this card is that there is another card which looks like the strength card that has, again, happy, but super big. And that card is called happy. So I love that happy in this card is on her lap, is manageable. Dogs in the tarot, of course, everything has lots of meanings, and you get to pick which one you want for any particular reading. That's what's fun about tarot, at least I think. So dogs have meant, loyalty, passions, as well as like human society, human communities, because a human community has dogs. Dogs exist with humans. We co-evolved for literally hundreds of thousands of years. Maybe not hundreds of thousands. I think we literally co-evolved with dogs for hundreds of thousands of years before we even started to see morphological changes in dogs. So like before we were like, let's make it different, like our species were just co-evolving. So what I love is that she has the dog in her lap. She is in control of how people see her, how people see her art. Even though we have the mystery of the unconscious as represented by the moon and also the water, this is a bright, sunny day. She is in full control of showing off her, look at these lovely pomegranates, often a symbol of fertility, and the underworld. Ooh, that's interesting. I always took that to mean that she is in control of her own understanding and representation of her own conception of, our conception of mortality, which is something, beginnings and endings. That is what she can represent with her art, and she is in control of representing it herself. Our next cards, these are going to be our worst case scenarios for the week. First one coming up, these are our stumbling blocks. The things just kind of getting in our way, just kind of bringing us down as we try to be in control of how we represent our innermost selves to the world and to society. Stumbling block is... Ooh, we have our lovely little kitty here playing. So in this deck, of course, this is a cat wand. It represents wands. Wands in the tarot, their element is fire. They represent initiative. By wand, they don't mean wand. They mean big-ass hitting stick. Like a big-ass hitting stick. Like there's like one wand or like two wands that are actually like, wand-sized. Most of them are big-ass hitting sticks. Why? Because they're about fighting. They're about starting out on your new thing. So we have right here the 6 of wands. 6. So I'm going to be, to get my information, I'm going through my little book of tarot, which breaks everything down by number and by suit. So we know that 6s are about triumphs. Wow, that's interesting. 6s are about triumphs, and this is the 6 of wands. I'm pretty sure that in the Rider-Waite deck, this shows like a dude parading through the streets with his big old stick, and he's on a horse. 6 of wands. Victory! Recognition, advancement, and success. Wow. As our stumbling block, as we examine how we present ourselves to the world, could this mean that we don't want to represent ourselves to the world unless we feel like we have a triumph, which we may or may not have? Do we think that, are we overplaying one particular triumph and don't think that we are valid to show off anything outside of that specific expertise or that specific community? We want to be ourselves. We want to be an artist. We want to be able to say, oh, hey, I work with and or am a part of something really big and interesting, perhaps backed by a really awesome comedian who has also done other HBO special. So maybe you're like, wow, I don't get, maybe you're not. once again, this becomes about me, which I feel a little bit more at liberty to discuss just because of the day. But yeah, like, we want to be Mary. We want to be like, look at me, a full artist. When we describe ourselves, you know, everything's in words, like, to the world. And then what happens if we don't have this feather in our cap that we thought was a feather that was in our cap, and not a cat toy that someone put in our hat so that the cat would fuck with us? Let's look at our worst case scenario of this week. We have another Planet Scum card. What's it going to be? Ooh, and awesome. Everyone check out in Plug's thread. Sam has put down some awesome Gorb shirts that you can purchase. Remember, even though the merch store will end at some point, I'm pretty sure you can get Gorb shit for the rest of time. Hell yeah. So this is our worst case scenario for the week. Who wants 269? The game. The game of life. The game of consumerism. This game that we are all born into and don't get to choose. Capitalism. The game of impressing other people. Of networking. Of being able to play the game. To talk right in that job interview. And get that job. To be able to represent yourself. So it's interesting. This is our worst case scenario. Our worst case scenario is that perhaps it means that we're trying too hard to play the game and we're going to lose. Should we even be playing this game at all? Does it mean that, you know, sometimes you're on top, sometimes you're on the bottom? Worst case scenario. I love this card. It is based on the Wheel of Fortune card, which is all about fortune. It is all about luck. And it is about the wheels of society. Essentially. Worst case scenarios, we finally get canceled because of those allegations. Wouldn't that be funny? They come back to us. They're like, yeah, so the show that hasn't been on your network for a year was so egregious that fuck you. We can only fucking pray. Real woke mob shit. And I'm just gonna say, boy, do we need a real woke mob, honestly, right now in the world. We do, truly, to dismantle some non-woke bullshit happening. The quicker you answer, the higher you... So that's our worst case scenario. Our worst case scenario has to do with depending on or lacking some sort of specific triumph. And trying to win by playing the game. By seeing this as something you can win and lose. By seeing art and identity as something that you can win and lose. Can you? No, that's weird. Well, it's not weird. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm going to switch these cards around. I don't know what the cards are, but I do know that there's some more Planet Scum ones coming up, so I'm going to use those. So for transparency, gotta rack up those cease and desist letters. That's a good point, everyone. Ideas on how we can get more cease and desist letters while still only doing things that we as a community would be okay with. So who wants to dismantle some quartz? All right, buddies. Here's our phone going off. No, I don't know anyone in Fremont. Sorry about that. I want to make sure my phone's on in case, like, I actually fucked up something with the sink and, like, the water main to the house explodes. It's not my mom being like, why? Put the original Gorgismo. Oh. That's a really, really good idea, Alice. I'm going to tell Forrest after this. I'm going to be like, so what would happen if we put that back up? Right, like, what the fuck are they going to do? What if it's up for, like, a day? Like, the day the store shuts down. Right? Ooh, And Grow Gizmo shorts. I'm here for it. I need head to toe Grow Gizmo. Forrest won't know. He's just distracted right now. Get it in before he knows. He won't be concerned. He wouldn't be concerned. He's only concerned if it like actually threatens to take down like our channels, but it wouldn't, because it's gonna the whole Grow Gizmo trip. I'm here for it. We got our Grow Gizmo hat. We got our goo stuff, our Gizmo stuff. I want all of it. Let's look at our back. It's being like retired. Yeah, that's a good point, Alice. Like I don't think that they could do anything. Like the show is still gonna run, but it'll just be on Radio Free Multiverse's channel. So I wonder, like, if were we to do something like not too egregious, like to the point where they would be like, copyright, shut it down, like not something where they're like, we need to know whose channel this is and search out their other channels. Do you think we could retire it anyways? Burn it to the ground! Yeah, we're consolidating. So this show, We Are Trash People on Wednesdays, and be the We Are Trash People show. You'll just see it on Radio Free Multiverse's Twitch channel because it's just easier to not manage 2 whole Twitch channels. And we really, because this was like, we felt like this was specifically a fan show of Planet Scum, we felt like it would be, I felt like I was like extremely self-conscious about the idea that we would be like too heavily directing people to our stuff, like on the back of the work that Planet Scum is doing and that those creators are doing. So I wanted this to be like sort of in its own channel, but it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, the other is the safe channel. This is the bad channel for the risky bits, and this is the good channel. Oh, I'm excited about that idea. I guess I don't get the correlation. Do we know them? What's the deal? Do I know her? Does she even go here? Best case scenario, buddies, we got 9 minutes before it's time to head over to Lucas, which will be continuing. The George Lucas Talk Show will never end. That's my prediction, that it will literally never end beyond just, we know that they've said they're going to continue the show. They have live shows. They have all of this stuff. Best case scenario for this week in which we make our stand and our manifesto as artists. This is the thing we got in our corner, the shit we got going for us. Holy balls, y'all. Do you all even get the significance of this? This is wild. The tower. This is what we got going for us. The tower is the destruction of everything. The sudden act of God that brings down a whole fucking building. It means destruction. It means change. It means catastrophe. And we have catastrophe on our side. What does that mean? Something that I love about this deck is that in the book for this deck, because often decks will come with their own little books so they can explain their own symbols, etc. In the book, the prompt that comes with this card is like your tree is collapsing, but what if you jumped? What if you used the velocity of that fall to then jump and it would slingshot you around the gravity of Mercury and then back towards Earth so that you can go faster and get to Mars before your buddy dies? But that's pretty much what this card is about. What if you jumped? What if you embraced this collapse completely and built up something new? It was born of catastrophe. Catastrophe is our strength. And I think that that's really true, specific, Andrew. And it really hits me in the heart more than I thought it would when I started this sentence. Hence why I was like, oh, because, Planets Come Live really came from catastrophe. We were all feeling alone and sad, and like we didn't know what we were supposed to do with ourselves. The entire way the world was run had collapsed. And people started making stuff and hanging out together and creating friendship, which is in itself kind of an art piece. And creating shows as a way of dealing with that sadness, as a way of transmuting the bad feelings that comes with the collapse. Neil Gaiman always said, make art if you're sad. Make art, makes... Because that's what Neil Gaiman sounds like to me. Make art, guys! This old British man definitely sounds like an old white guy. What if we jumped? This is wild. This is like I did a reading for my friend on her wedding day, and I pulled the Lover's card first. I was like, what? And we all had to stop and So now let's look at what our best case scenario for this week is. This week when we redefined ourselves and reintroduce ourselves to the world as ourselves and as artists. Best case scenario. And it's a Planet Scum card. Friends, I'm gonna throw it to the camera so I don't even know. Oh, best case scenario is a Naptrick Snack Snore. One, I love that. I love it's a GLTS one, but right before the GLTS, and especially the final one on Planet Scum. And it's this one where he's resting. So this is a great card, especially to go with the Tower. This card is based on both the Four of Swords and also the Death card. That's where we get this flower from. That's a magnolia flower, and it represents transformation. Naptrick is hanging out in this card, taking a rest, having a snack, having a meditative moment for the purpose of transformation. The act of taking a deep breath, taking a rest, observing what we've had, luxuriating in that which has already been created. And that's what we should all do tonight. That's what I'm going to do. Just luxuriate in the George Lucas talk show. Right? We should all just be luxuriating in the joy and how much fun it is and the things that we're creating together. Jump and then luxuriate, my friends. And that is the only way to know who we are. We are always in a constant state of transformation. Sometimes things falling apart is what opens the door for us to find out new things about ourselves and each other. Sometimes the successes, the things that we think are our great successes, feathers in our cap, luxuriate in that beef. Yes. Sometimes the successes that we think we need in order to be valid aren't actually what's best for us. Perhaps they're blocking us from embracing change. Perhaps trying to play the game of appearances and, seeming like we have it all together. When you said the early GLT start time, I was like, oh my God, did it start? Because I think we have 1 minute. We have 3 minutes before GLTS starts. So I was like, oh fuck. Oh good, Forrest is here. He'll tell me. Hello. Oh hell yeah, 69 viewers. Do we really have 69 viewers? I'm seeing 59. 69 would be sick. But planets come, planets go. That's fucking amazing. Amazing. Sweet. I'm just going to say a good nice for that. Nice. Buddies, dear pals, I love you all very dearly. Let's look at what our advice card is before we go into that great night of George Lucas Talk Show. Friends, we are trying to decide who we are as an artist. We're trying to create our new identity in the wake of a collapse, which is actually what's good for us. And of course, our advice is the Weird Bowl. Embrace yourself. Embrace the things that make you unique. Embrace the things that you love. Let's watch me watch GLTS. Oh, can you rate it, Forrest, from where you are? Because that would be awesome. See you all at GLTS. Yes, we have literally 1 minute. Okay, they're having a tech issue, so they'll be getting started a little late. So I will stay on until Forrest raids us over. Is that the best way to do things, Forrest? Wow. Right? This is a fucking amazing card. I think this is my second favorite card because my favorite card is always going to be Googie. Oh, thank you so much. Proudly from Maine. Hell yeah, Maine. I've always wanted to go to Maine. It seems cool. Seems like cold. Love a fucking Weird Bowl. Love a Weird Bowl. Tech issue? Tissue. Rate us, Daddy. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We are going to be shortly rating GLTS. Our GLTS live stream, the last one on Planet Scum, but certainly not the last one. And we're so excited. Wouldn't it be ridiculous to just watch me watching GLTS? I don't think I can sit still for that long. But again, this is our final of this era, I suppose, of tarot times. I love that we are manifesting as artists. We're going to embrace the change and allow it and allow a time to take a breath to create this beautiful sunrise, this transformation. We are going to celebrate our own strange propensities, and that will lead us forward. Right? I too get paranoid when streams are, I'm like sitting here in a state of intense paranoia that I'm going to be talking and George Lucas is going to start and I'm not going to know and I'm going to like keep all of you from seeing Crawley or something amazing like that. Oh God. Just frantically refreshing indeed. Mid-sentence. We had to do a Planet Scum retrospective zine now. I didn't even consider precisely. And that's going... Okay, we're still good, 1B. Thank you. There is still so much work to do. And there's still so much stuff to make. There's still so many things that this group of humans can make together. And it's like, why not? You know? Why not? We're all here. We all know each other. And I think that that's something about art that doesn't often get expressed or celebrated or used. Like the function of art to bring humans together so that they can collaborate together in interesting ways. Like that's kind of a way that humans have joined together to collaborate. We join about religious shit. We join around art shit. Someone makes something pretty. Someone dances real cool and we're like, damn, that's really cool. And it's just practicing. Okay, thank fucking God. I'm like, my mother is just my monitor, my mother. I'm like, why is your mother monitoring this stream? But yeah, that's the beauty of art. It brings us together. Lizzie Izzy, that's why we do our store. Incredible. Yeah, in this modern age of consumerism and shit, Freudian. Oh, thank you so much, Wizbeth. Thank you. I love this lip stuff, Sephora matte cream stain. Big recommend. Comes in lots of colors. Is pretty fucking cheap too. And I have very sensitive skin, and it doesn't fuck with that. Something I love about Gethard is that he explicitly uses art to gather people together and as a modus for people to meet each other and hang out, to create a community feeling and a community space. And in every one of his projects, he is actively inviting people in and providing implicit permission to interact with his works. Works of art are based on each other. Like, no art just comes out of fucking nowhere. And so feeling that implicit permission to be transformative with this art, to be part of all of, the group that comes together, that's what creates art. That's what creates our communities. That's what creates a place where people can go and everyone knows your name and you can do something that makes you feel happy and fulfilled. The man doesn't want us to gather for any reason. Doesn't want us to work together for every reason. If we start working together, we might start unions, and they're very afraid of that. And so that's why I feel so lucky to have met Forrest, who turned me on to Chris Gethard's stuff, who provided this sort of implicit permission to create a piece of art about his work. And then people saw that art, and then I was like, oh, so if I just keep showing people things, like, they'll like it? They'll, like, hang out with me? Like, they'll just like the fact that I made it? And it's like, yeah, no, that's straight up, like, how art works. Hi, Dan! Where's Dan? At work, but wanted to poke it and say, oh, when is the zine stream? The zine stream is June 1st. I believe it's June 1st. Yes, June 1st. I've become really disillusioned with the modern internet, and this community has really been wonderful for me. I am so happy that this has been, that this has served that role for you, Dan. It absolutely has for me. I didn't really participate on the internet before this. I used it for research, and I have found just how beautiful and amazing it can be, how much I probably should have been on the internet as a teenager, because it allows weird ass people to find each other. And that is, I'm so sorry, when BBBR. But we will have a thread in the Discord open where people can pre-submit any art that they want to the zine stream. The theme is Me Manifesto, is manifestos of yourself, of your art, of your community, of what you would want a community to be. Me Manifesto. It might indeed still be going days later, as the way that zine streams have gone. Yes! A serious Dan! You were not here earlier. Did you just get my reference to Eric from Boy Meets World based on Me Manifesto? Because I have been making that reference literally since I saw it alone as a child, and no one fucking gets it. But again, Me Manifesto, Eric, the weird older brother in Boy Meets World, at a certain point appears in a flash future forward. You know, it's like this thing happened and now we're looking at like 20 years down and seeing like the alternate realities of our characters. And he shows up named Plays with Squirrels as a hermit with a manifesto. Me Manifesto. Because all hermits have manifestos. And so will we. We will have a manifesto, and it will consist of whatever the fuck everyone thinks of when they hear manifesto. And that will be our manifesto. Yes, a serious Dan. Honestly, it was a very fun show because it wasn't afraid to go really, really weird at times, which, like, you know, it was still a sitcom, but sometimes you'd get something absolutely ridiculous like that episode, or Eric dressed up as a couch, pretending to be the couch in their apartment, and it's amazing. Yeah, the later seasons absolutely got extremely meta, which was wild at the time. Absolutely wild. The pre-roll kicked in. Everyone, the pre-roll kicked in. Here we go. We're going to Lucas. Friends, good night and good claw. And I'm so excited to see you in the future and moving forward. But we are going to be heading over to the George Lucas Talk Show. Hold on to your seats for this raid. Forrest, are you going to manage the raid part? Because I could figure it out. The raid is starting, y'all! We're about to be fucking raiders! Grab your pitchforks! But the good kind! Put some weenie dot on it so you can share it with your friends! We're raiding! We are raided! Oh, I just have to end the show. And we'll raid, friends. I love you. Good night and good clawn. Pick up your pitchforks!